What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video, guys. And in today's video we are going to be talking about Manchester United's first game of the Premier League season of the 2019 to the 20 season. I am back, guys. My summer's been absolutely amazing. I'm repping the new top now, and I love this shirt, to be fair. I've got Harry Maguire on the back of my top. Without further ado, let's just get straight into today's video. Talking about the starting 11. So we started with De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Pogba, McTominay, Lingard, Pereira, Rashford, Martial. Yeah, that's our starting 11. Overall reaction, a little bit different now in the overall reaction now, guys. I'm just going to be talking about whether we got a win, a lose, how many points we dropped, if it's a clean sheet or not. Obviously, what a way to win. Great start to the season. We can't ask for more, really. It's a win for Manchester United. Great first 3 points for us, which was needed. It's a good start to the Premier League season. Obviously, our first clean sheet for the season. We obviously only got about 2 clean sheets at Old Trafford. So definitely that will improve over the season as well. So that's our first clean sheet at Old Trafford as well. We only got 2 clean sheets at home last season, so hope that will improve as well. Let's just get into these questions, no messing about, guys. So the first question is, what did I make of the performance? First half performance, I'm going to start it off by, I think the first 15-20 minutes of the game, we looked a bit shaky. A few nerves now and there, which we would get, because obviously it's the first game of the season, the nerves kick in a bit. So we needed to sort of calm down a little bit, but at the end of the day, Chelsea, they came out very well. They were on the front foot, they caused problems. Obviously, you know, we've got a new defence now, so obviously by bringing in Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire has changed a lot for Manchester United. We're defending a lot more better now. That's a good sign as well. But I'll be talking about that later in this video as well, about our new signings. Bit shaky in the first 15-20 minutes of the game. Few nerves now and there. We just sort of need to calm down a little bit, just soak up the atmosphere around us, just get going. First half performance for me, I don't think it was one of the best. I think we were lucky enough to be 1-0 up inside the first half, to get a penalty and to score the penalty and to be 1-0 up. We should be lucky that we got 1-0 up inside that first half, because obviously, yes, it was a clear penalty, even if, you know, VAR was in play as well. So this is the new thing now as well with this new season. I think this new season's going to be fascinating and exciting to watch with what VAR's going to do, and you know, it's in play now for this season. It's going to be definitely interesting for sure, and I'm sure there'll be probably maybe a few rants for the season, maybe with these stupid VAR decisions, but we'll see. They want to give it a chance, but then yet again, I'm not a fan of this VAR, because I think for me it just kills the sport and it just kills the flow of the sport. So I'm not a fan of the VAR, but I think, you know, they want to give it a chance, and then they'll just see how it goes, and then hopefully they may drop it by December if it just gets stupid and ridiculous. Going back to the performance in the first half, wasn't great. What has probably really bugs me in this first half was, even though we have got a new defence, obviously we've got Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof and Luke Shaw. The thing, what I need to cover is, okay, you know, Chelsea, they did very well to get on the front foot and to cause us problems. They did very well to do that, you know, early on in the game. And, you know, it did get slightly worrying as well. But what really bugged me in this first half was that what we kept on doing is we were creating these little gaps in defence. And it was either between Wan-Bissaka and Lindelof, or Maguire and Lindelof, or Maguire to Shaw. You know, there was just these little gaps. They were just slightly open, because when you leave little gaps open, it just gives the opposition a shot on goal, and that's how just Chelsea got those shot on goal, because we were creating these little small gaps in defence. So we've got to stay tight and we've got to stay close as a defence, and they've got to be a unit as well in defence as well. I'm happy with the defence, don't get me wrong, but all I'm trying to say is it really pissed me off. We kept on creating these small gaps in defence, because it was just allowing Chelsea to get these shots on goal. So it really pisses me off, the fact that we kept on creating these small gaps. But yet again, we will improve as a team and they will develop as a team. So at the end of the day, first half performance wasn't great, but we came out in the second half. We were a lot more better. What changed from the first half to the second half? I think The transition was a lot more quicker from defence to attack. We increased the intensity for sure. We played with a bit more of a high intensity. There was more fluidity in the game as well. We got more out of the final third. We got more out of, Martial, Lingard and Rashford. And now this is where we've got to start, saying this is why we've got to rely them on now scoring goals as well. But not only just them, other players around them have got to score goals. But as strikers now, they've got to be banging in the goals now because of obviously Romelu Lukaku's departure off to Inter Milan. So, you know what? You've got all these people saying, we need a replacement for Romelu Lukaku. Think about it now. You have got Mason Greenwood, who's also a striker. You've got Rashford, Martial, Sanchez in the team. So you've got to give these guys a chance. For me, I don't think you need a replacement too yet. Obviously, if we do sort of our foot down on the pedal, that's where we've got to make a signing in January, for sure. Ollie's keeping an eye on it. We've just got to be now more clinical in front of goal. We've got to take our chances and scoring our chances. If they can prove that to the manager, do that out on the pitch. I don't see anything will be wrong with that attack, but obviously they're still screaming for help. So if we do get a little bit of help out of Greenwood and Sanchez, who knows? Second half performance was fantastic. I think we came out, we were scoring the goals. It's what we needed, I was only expecting Manchester United to win this game by 2-3 goals. I wasn't expecting 4 goals, but I'm very pleased, I'm very happy. It's a great start to the season. It can't get any better. We got the 3 points, a clean sheet and a win. It's only early days. It's only the first game of the season. Anything can change from now to the end of the season. What we need to be more good at this season is we've got to be more consistent. And we've got to be clinical in front of goal. We've got to take our chances and we've got to score in our chances. If we can do those things, I'm sure we won't need to worry. But yet again, we'll see how the season goes. This is only just match day 1. Things will change over the time of the season. Overall performance for me, I think it was a good performance. A good first game, a good first day at the office for Manchester United, and we've just got to take one game at a time now. What I don't want is Manchester United winning one game and then saying, oh yeah, we're going to beat the next team, all this crap. We've got to stay on it now. And if we do beat Wolves next week, I don't want to speak too early, but if we do beat Wolves next week, I'm hoping that the mentality has changed in this team as well. If we can beat Wolves, that'd be fantastic because that's a place where we struggled last season as well. How much an impact have our new signings made? You know what? They've already made an impact because you've got Harry Maguire. You've got people slagging off Harry Maguire saying, oh yeah, he's not worth 80 million. You know what? I'm going to give you some stats here on Harry Maguire. In this game, he made 7 clearances, most in the match. Okay? 4 interceptions, 86% passing accuracy, and dribbled past no times, 0. And this is what we're paying him. We paid for him 80 million. People are saying he's probably not worth it. He's come to Manchester United, it's his dream, and he's already made an impact in the squad. Definitely, he is the person that we needed. He's a commanding defender, he's a wall, and this is what we needed in our defence. So at least we've improved our defence now. It's fantastic to see Harry Maguire in my team now. It's fantastic to see that he's in a red shirt this time as well. Moving on to Wan-Bissaka, he's definitely made an impact straight away. In pre-season, he made an impact. Right back was desperate over in the summer. We got a right back. We got Wan-Bissaka. We needed another right back. We were screaming for another right back. He made some fantastic passes at the right time as well. So fantastic to see these players already making an impact. And Daniel James, he probably was expecting to start in this game, but he started on the bench, came off the bench and scored a goal. You know what? Shout out to Daniel James. He deserved that goal massively because he has gone through a lot since signing for Manchester United because his father passed away. That goal meant a lot to him. Already our players have made an impact. This is what I like to see. They just need to put in a good performance day in and day out. Just got to keep on it now. Let's take it one game at a time. Hopefully the mentality has changed now in this team as well. Realistically, where will Man United finish this season? My Premier League predictions will be coming out later on, unfortunately, because I've only just got back to Malaysia from my summer holidays. Apologies for that. By the time that video comes out, you'll probably want to know where I've stuck Manchester United, but I don't want to give a position away. But realistically, Manchester United for me need to be in the top 4. I think we've got the team to do it. There's a lot of people out there saying that we don't have the team, we don't have the team, we don't have the team. We do have the team. I think you've got to trust in those players. You've got to have the belief. You've got to make sure that you've got the right signings. If you trust in them, I think I trust in our players. We need the top four. I think we've got the team to do it, even though you've got people saying, oh yeah, oh God, all this, all that. And, you know, come on, let's face the music. I think we've got the team to get top four this season. I don't see Manchester United being out the top four this season. And with the team that we've got, I'm sure we will get top four this season. We need to get top four without a doubt. Last season was a joke. First game of the Premier League, anything could change at this moment in time, but we've just got to stay at it, take it one game at a time. You know, Chelsea's done, Wolves up next, so just prepare well. Our tactics have been paying off recently, and we haven't lost a game in pre-season. So far, our run keeps going, so we've got to keep it up. We've got to keep up this good work. Without a doubt, top four this season. Last season was a joke. Realistically, top four needed. Who is my man of the match? I can't really give you one man of the match. For me, it has to be three players: Harry Maguire, Wan-Bissaka and Rashford. So I have to give it them three. Rashford scored 2 goals. Maguire made his debut for Manchester United and he deserved that man of the match. He actually got the man of the match award in the end, so I'm proud for him. His family's going to be proud for him and his friends. Them three, their man of the match. I can't really give you one. Talking about the goals now. First goal, Rashford steps up, cool, calm, collected and puts away a great penalty to put United 1-0 up. Second goal, great defending by Maguire. Maguire passed it to McTominay. McTominay passed it to Rashford. Rashford runs, passed it long to Lingard. Lingard passed it back to Pereira. Pereira crosses it in for Martial. Martial gets on the end of it for 2-0. This is what I'm loving as well. This is a team game. The team needs to be more involved now. It's not just one player now. All the players are together. They've got to get every single game over the line. 3 points, without a doubt, this season. Keep getting those points and keep them coming, you know. And we will get results. We will get results. We've got to stay patient as well. I'm feeling confident, optimistic of this season. And let's see where it puts us at the end of the day. Third goal, Pereira puts the pressure on, which forces Chelsea to make a mistake. The Chelsea player passed it to Pogba. Pogba had a good link-up play with Wan-Bissaka. Pogba puts a great ball over the top to Rashford, and less than 90 seconds later, bang, Rashford makes it 3-0. So there you go, Chelsea switched off like that. Fourth goal, great defending by Maguire. That's the second time as well. Maguire passed it to Shaw. Shaw passed it to Pogba. Pogba runs, passed it to Martial. Martial passed it back to Pogba. Pogba passed it to Daniel James, sort of, I don't know what he did here. It was either, I don't know if he dropped the shoulder or if it was a fake shot, and then he just sort of took the shot, took a deflection off Emerson, and that made it 4-0. To top it off, fantastic result. It's a team bonding performance, fantastic result for the team. Onwards and upwards. Let's see what happens next week against Wolves. I'm looking forward to that game as well. Now, new thing I'm bringing in this season is stats. I want to sort of back this up now. So the stats, the possession wise for Manchester United was 46.2%. Chelsea had about 53.8% of that possession. Now Chelsea were more in control of that game, only just by 7.6%. They had more possession, but they still lost the game. Can you believe it? Obviously the goals, Manchester United scored 4 goals. Total shots, Manchester United had 8 shots and Chelsea had 18 shots. Yeah, this is the thing now for Manchester United. We're more clinical in front of goal, and we have to be. We've got to score our goals this season as well. Got to take them as well. Shots on target, Manchester United had 5 shots on target, and 6 of them were obviously off target as well. Chelsea only had 7 on target. So they had 18 shots and 7 on target. That's not great. Shot accuracy for Manchester United was 45%. For Manchester United and only 38.9% for Chelsea. Shots inside the box for Manchester United was 7. 3 of them came inside the box, so that's about 4 inside the box that maybe should have gone in. 9 shots inside the box for Chelsea. Shots outside the box, 4 for Manchester United and 9 for Chelsea. Obviously they had a few outside of the box, Chelsea, but it would have been a different story if Chelsea would have scored in their chances. Total passes for Manchester United, it was 449 passes. For Chelsea, the total passes they made was 523. So they made more passes than Manchester United and still lost this game 4-0. The pass accuracy for Manchester United was 81.1% and for Chelsea it was 84.5%. Still lost the game. That just goes to show which team was more clinical in front of goal. Anyway, talking about the substitutions now, Pereira went off for James. Talk about Pereira's performance. A surprise starter in the number 10 role and did not justify it. Pereira had enough of the ball and eventually made it count to assist Anthony Martial. That was a very good assist. Great cross as well. Actually, I thought that was Wan-Bissaka at one stage, but it wasn't. It was Pereira. That was a great cross. Lingard went off for Mata. Talk about Lingard's performance. Complemented the attack and gradually grew into the game. Unassumingly effective, but still threatened Chelsea more with the ball than any United attacker. Rashford went off for Greenwood. Talk about Rashford's performance. Endured a woeful start, upended by a Kurt Zouma to win the penalty. Finished it nervously as he converted his spot kick. Took his second brilliantly. Next game, it's Wolves. Talk about Wolves. Wolves are a team, for me, that start the game slowly. They gradually pick up the intensity and the fluidity in the game. It's normal for them. Wolves, they're at home. It's their first game at home. They'll have the fans behind them as well. Last weekend, they only drew 0-0, but I heard that they probably might have won the game on VAR. So VAR overturned on them and they ended up drawing that game against Leicester, but that'll be a good point for them as well. This is going to be their first game at home and they'll want to start it with a win. They're going to come out fighting, Wolves. It's not been the best place for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to go there. Obviously we've lost there twice. We've lost there in the Premier League and the FA Cup. Both the same scoreline, 2-1. I'm not having that happen all over again. I think we'll see a comparison now from what had happened last year to this year. But they'll come out slowly, they'll gradually pick up the intensity and they'll pick up the pace. They obviously played Doherty and Castro out wide, so they play more of a 3 at the back with 5 in the middle and 2 out wide with Jota, Jimenez as strikers, and they're also out wide as well. But what they seem to do, Wolves, is they look for the weaknesses, and once they find those weaknesses, they go and exploit that and expose it. I think this year they exposed us in the defence, but this year they're going to expose us in the midfield. So it's going to be a lot more harder for them. But this is where now the likes of Matic, McTominay, Pogba, Fred, all these guys that are going to probably play in the midfield, they've got to wake up now. So whoever does start this game against Wolves has got to be on it from minute 1 to minute 90. This is a tough place to go to the Molineux. It's a tough place to go. We've got to hope that we come away with the 3 points and a win, and hopefully with another clean sheet. And that's what we need to build on more as well, getting more clean sheets as a team. They're hard to break down, Wolves. I don't want to lose this game once again. We need to get them back. Repeat or revenge? I hope it's revenge. I'm not having that crap happen again with Wolves. And we dropped 5 points against them last season. That cost us. And if we would have beat them, we would have probably been above Arsenal. We probably would have finished 5th last season if we didn't have to lose that game. You've got to have the belief and the trust in the players to go out there and get the job done. But I think tactically, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has changed his tactics from last season to this season. What I have heard is now that they sort of play now more out of the back to get a quicker transition from the defence to attack. If we can see that more this season, it's going to be fascinating and exciting to watch. This is the thing about Wolves. They're switched on at all times. One mistake, they capitalise. You've got to wake up. So our players have got to be ready on the day. Tactically, mentally and physically, got to be on it. I think if we beat Wolves, I don't want to say this too early, hopefully the mentality has changed in the squad. We just need to sort of start now getting more wins away from home. And if we can do that, hopefully we can maybe get in the top 3. But I might be asking for a lot there. Top 4 is needed for us. But obviously the players to look out for is Jordao, Neves, Jota, Moutinho, Dendoncker, Neto, Jimenez, Traore, and this new striker that they've got, Cutrone. Obviously he's got more Portuguese talent in there that he signed, Jordao and also Neto from, was it Milan? And somewhere like that. Still bringing in his Portuguese team, so got to be physically on it, tactically as well. Got to be on it, got to be ready on the day, and this will be their FA Cup final against us. We've got to go for it, nevertheless, put out the best team that we can, and hopefully Daniel James can prove now that he can get his first start as well for Monday next week. We've just got to stay concentrated and stay focused and just get the job done. That's all you need really. Walk away with the 3 points and I'll be happy. And if we drop 2 points, it's not good, because we've got to stay up. We've got to pick up the pace now with the likes of City and Liverpool, and if we can stay behind them, anything can happen this season. So let's see what it brings. I hope you guys are enjoying another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in a video next week with another video, and peace.